I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A new state-of-the-art training center for nursing and medical engineering students could be coming to Palm Coast. The University of North Florida wants to build in the city's Innovation District, marking what would be the school's first expansion outside Duval County. The proposed UNF Medical Nexus, or MedNex for short, would be built through a public-private partnership that involves the city, Advent Health, Elite Energy, and Flagler County Schools. It aims to better serve the needs of the medical community in the region and would allow students to do clinical rotations at Advent Health. High school students could also take dual enrollment courses in health fields. But the project is still a long way from becoming a reality. The proposal needs legislative approval from the state and the governor's signature, as well as approval from the Board of Governors and Palm Coast City Council.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and now nonstop service to New York City via American Airlines.
There's a health village coming to Flagler County.
Gina Mangus is the Vice President of Strategy for Flagler Hospital. She said that while the facility in St. Augustine has changed its name from Flagler, there has always been a Flagler Hospital.
We've been Flagler Hospital since 1889, founded by Henry Flagler and members of the community together. And last year we announced our expansion to become Flagler Health Plus.
Mangus said that Flagler Hospital is still here, but is part of something larger. She said that by building a health village, Flagler Hospital will build a healthier community. If you want to hear the entire interview, check out the Free for All Friday podcast. It's on the Flagler Radio app. You can download the app today. Tomorrow, Gina Mangus talks about partners in the new health village. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
A Palm Coast man gets 18 months in prison on a gun charge. With more, here's Tony Magoo.
A Palm Coast man is going to federal prison for 18 months for illegally carrying a gun in Daytona Beach last year. Robert Wells, 37, was grabbed up during a national crackdown on violent crime by the U.S. Department of Justice. A jury convicted him May 1st of possessing a loaded handgun as a convicted felon. U.S. District Judge Kendall Sharp handed down the sentence in an Orlando courtroom. Wells' conviction stems from a February 3rd, 2018 incident during which a concerned woman spotted him acting suspiciously near her Daytona Beach house. She called 911 and reported he was openly toting a weapon. Wells had several prior felony convictions. According to state law, you are therefore prohibited from owning or possessing a firearm. Wells later told officers he came to Daytona Beach to buy drugs and claimed he found the weapon. This was a joint effort by the Daytona Beach Police and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives to investigate this case. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
2 men are arrested for illegally harvesting palmetto berries. John Arking reports.
26-year-old Tyler Anderson and 23-year-old Austin Garland, both from Bunnell, were charged with unauthorized possession of an exploited plant after they were arrested Tuesday morning. Deputies have been called by a woman living on Sargent Court who said 2 suspects had parked a rental box van in front of her home and had taken her garbage can. When officers arrived on the scene, they observed Anderson pulling a large trash can out of the woods near the home, with Garland close behind with another. Altogether, the pair had approximately 175 pounds of stemmed saw palmetto berries. Garland and Anderson admitted to deputies they plan to sell the berries, which are largely used for a dietary supplement and can generate large profits. However, state law requires pickers to obtain a permit in order to harvest saw palmetto berries on private property legally. Anderson and Garland were released Tuesday night after posting bail. Their arrests followed 2 others, September 7th on Old Kings Road North near Forest Grove Drive in Palm Coast. 2 men there were accused of harvesting the berries, while Volusia County deputies arrested 2 other pickers September 9th for harvesting without a permit from a private backyard along Avalon Drive in Ormond Beach. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
4 new works of art honor the 100th anniversary of the women's suffrage movement. They were unveiled recently at the Painting with a Twist studio in Palm Coast. The creative process started after the American Association of University Women contacted the studio to ask its owners to design works of art to celebrate the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. One image shows a century of women having their voices heard at the ballot box, while another shows jailed suffragists. The designs are now a part of the Painting with a Twist catalog, so those across the country can honor the females who fought for women's rights. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.